And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host and master of ceremonies for the Fall Festival of Magic, Eldridge Alexander.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2011 Fall Festival of Magic, presented by the Middle Tennessee Magic Club. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. Now, before we get this show going, I would like to show you some magic of my own. I have in my hands a top secret envelope. I can tell it's top secret because it says on the envelope, top secret. So if I could get house lights, please. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this to someone in the audience. And you, sir, would you hold that for me, okay? Make sure that no one touches it, no one interferes with it, and that especially that I don't come near it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a basic test with the audience and see who can do math well. So what I want everyone to do is, this is for everybody. I would like everyone in the audience to choose a number in your head between 1 and 10. Don't tell your friends, don't tell me. Everybody got one? Okay. Now, I want you to take that number and I want you to double it. Okay, so we've done multiplication now. Now we're going to go through addition. I want everyone to add 6 to their number. Okay? So now we've finished with the additive properties. We can go into the subtractive properties. I want everyone to cut their number in half. Okay, we've got one last operation, subtraction. I'd like everyone to subtract their original number from the number they have in their head now. Got that final number? Mentally circle it. You can forget everything else except that final number. Okay, now you, sir, with the secret envelope, would you please join me on stage real quick? And I'm going to stand over here so that I can't influence you or this envelope in any way at all. What's your name, sir? Hugh Jones. Well, thank you, Hugh. If you would, please, open up that envelope and hold up the card inside. Yes, please show it around. Show it to everybody. Thank you very much. Let's give Hugh a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great act lined up for you tonight. And I am very proud to present our first performer, who has been performing magic for many years. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, the Magic of Rio. Let's give one more big round of applause for the Magic of Rio. Now, I wanted to share with you something tonight that I think you might be interested in. I have a pet. I have a pet rabbit. This rabbit's name is Steve. He likes to eat apples. The friend near you that laughed, they're a nerd. And my rabbit Steve lives here in my hat. Now, Steve has a few skills, and these are some very special skills. And so I'd like to share them with you tonight. The first thing that Steve, the rabbit that lives in my hat, his very first special skill, he's invisible. So now if I could get house lights up, please, I'm going to show you his other very special skill. If you could, ma'am, pick 2 of those tails and tie them together. Any 2 you want. Now, I've taken a few psychology classes, and just by judging what colors and what lengths that they pick, you can actually learn quite a lot about a person. And you decided to go with 2 alternating colors. Very interesting. You like being different sometimes, I'm assuming. So I can actually judge that by you. Now, ma'am, if you would, please pick 2 of the tails and go ahead and tie them together. Now, she actually picked 2 very short ones. She picked a challenge, and that can actually tell you quite a lot about her. Now, If you, ma'am. You want to? Okay. You want to? Okay. Awesome. If you would, just take two tails, tie them together. I want this in a huge knot. All right. Just tie them like you're tying a shoe. Yeah, pull that, yep. Pull it tight. There you go. And one more, sir, if you would, tie that in a knot. Any two you want. Any two you want. Get tough or easy either way. Thank you very much. Now, as you can see, we've got a knotted mess here. And I've already showed with you my rabbit's secret skill, which is that he's invisible. But his other special skill is that he's going to do knots like that, just like this. Our next act is a rarity among magic shows, an all-female magical ensemble. Let's welcome Gibson Magic in Anything You Can Do. Our next act, who's booing? You suck. All right, fine, fine. We'll do better this time. Freebird, sir, sir, I don't know if you're of the musical persuasion, but Freebird is typically considered what we in the profession call a guitar song. This is not a guitar. But, you know what, fine, you owe me. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? I must be traveling on now. There's so many places I gotta see. You know, I don't think that's the part of Freebird that you're actually wanting to hear. Oh, no, I can't change. Want to fly free, but yeah. Thank you. What now? Ladies and gentlemen, these next two magicians are brothers. Actually, they are twins. They are not what you would call a family. One is out on a pass from the institution, his home, and the other is probably the reason he is living there. Please, welcome to the stage, the madness of Loco Magic.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage your host and master of ceremonies for the Fall Festival of Magic, Eldridge Alexander.
Well, Our next act isn't ready yet, so they just kind of shoved me out here to stall. You guys ready yet? What? No. Well, I don't really have songs. Fine. Well, sing us a song, you're the magic man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for some wonderment, and you got us feeling alright. You ready? Okay. I'm gonna screw up your intro just for that. Okay, tell you what, we have any Journey fans in the audience? Awesome. Do we have any Glee fans in the audience? Come on, Journey fans, you gotta be louder next time. Okay, well, if that's the kind of fans we got, then maybe I can stall for a few more minutes. Let's see here. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. You know, I play this song a lot, and I noticed that these chords were a little familiar. Actually, quite a few songs use these chords. So I was just, we can share a few of those songs with you tonight while we're waiting. My life is brilliant, my love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? And could you turn the other cheek? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. I won't hesitate no more, no more. This is our fate, I'm yours. This is the way you left me, I'm not pretending. No love, no hope, no glory, no happy ending. And you were amazing, and we did amazing things. If I could, then I would. I'd go wherever you will. And can you feel the love tonight? And she will be loved. And she will be loved. I'm your biggest fan, I follow you until you love me. Your paparazzi. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. I've been starting with the man in the mirror. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. That's the way it's gonna be, little yeah. No woman, no cry. Mama, that surely was a dream. I come from a land down under. You ready yet? All right. You said yes, I know it. Aw. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act is Paul McCallie, performing as his alter ego, the Amazing Maurice. Paul got his first magic set at the age of 7. He has been performing magic for over 50 years. Paul has performed at various theaters in Tennessee, in USO tours in California, on TV, and has received several awards performing magic. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Amazing Maurice. Let's give another round of applause for the Amazing Maurice. Mr. President, I think we finally found an act messier than yours. Now, I travel a lot, and I'm in hotels, I'm in airports, I'm definitely on the road, and I see signs signs all over the place, and some of them are a little ridiculous. So I ended up getting in the habit of collecting these signs, taking pictures of them, writing them down, and tell you what, I'm going to share a few of them with you tonight. Here's one that I found on a community bulletin board. Psychics meeting, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Wouldn't you think they'd know? Here's one from a camera store's window. 1 hour photos, ready in 20 minutes. Here's one from a Denny's. Customers who find our waitstaff rude should see the manager. I think I've been to that Denny's. Here's another one from a community bulletin board. Low self-esteem support group meets Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Please use the back door. Secretly sabotaging them. Here's one from an office building I used to work in. With the person who took the stepladder yesterday, please bring it back or further steps will be taken. From where, I don't know. Here's one in a hotel I stayed at once. Caution, automatic door, push to operate. Something was lost in translation. Here's from a boutique in the mall. Have your ears pierced and get an extra pair to take home. Not sure what's going on there. That sounds illegal. Here's one from a plumber's van. We repair what your husband fixed. Here's one from I-40 near Memphis. Caution, water on road during rain. Here's one from an antique shop's door. Antique tables made daily. I think I own one of these tables. Here's one from a store's door. Out to lunch, if not back by 5, out for dinner also. Here's one from a repair shop's front door. We repair anything. Please knock on door, bell doesn't work. Think someone's being a bit hyperbolic. Here's one from a gas station. Eat here, get gas free. I think this is one of those that combos with Crystal. Here's one from another office building. Toilet out of order, please use floor below. That was a crappy building to work in. Here's one from a church marquee. Jesus is coming, no bingo on Sunday. Here's one from a parking lot. Fine for parking. I parked there. They wrote me a ticket. I thought it was fine for parking. Another one from a church bulletin. A bean supper will be held on Tuesday evening in the fellowship hall. Music will follow. Here's one from another hotel. This door is not to be used as an exit or an entrance. I think that door could be called a wall. Here's one from a restaurant. Open 7 days a week except Mondays. I don't know what kind of calendar they're operating off of. Here's an ad from an employment agency. Wanted ejection seat tester. Involves a small amount of travel. If we mess up, it may be a large amount of travel. I don't know. Here's another one from a major department store. Bargain basement upstairs. I think this store was in Australia. Here's one from a laundromat. Automatic washing machines. Please remove all your clothes when the lights go out. I am not using that laundromat. Here's one from a baby stroller. Warning, remove child before folding. I have a theory about signs. People don't just put stuff on signs because they think people are going to be crazy enough to do it. They make signs because it happened. Here's one from I-65 North, just south of Louisville. Tattoo Charlie's, done while you wait. What else are you going to be doing while you're getting a tattoo? I am not sure. I want to get a tattoo not while I wait. You just have to follow me around while I'm walking around all day tattooing the back of my leg. That would look awful. Here's one from I-65 North, just south of Louisville again. Used cows for sale. I don't know what a used cow is. I'm assuming it's a hamburger. But so those are some of the signs I found around the world. They entertained me. And are we ready to go? All right, rock and roll. Got halfway through the introduction last night and had to stall for another 5 minutes. That was awkward. It was just me making up jokes on the spot, and I'm not funny on the spot. A fall show without this next act is like a Halloween with no candy. They have frightened and delighted audiences of all ages. It is my honor and legal obligation to present the magic duo your mama warned you about. Please give it up for Mayhem Magic. Let's have one more round of applause for Mayhem Magic. Now, people that know me know that I love stories. I love listening to stories. I love telling stories. And so, before our next act, I'd like to share with you one tonight. Once upon a time, in a village far away, there was a small village schoolhouse. The teacher of that village schoolhouse wanted to teach her students the value of patience and of waiting. So one day, she brought into the classroom a container. And on the container, she placed a sign. And the sign said, "The mother of all diamonds." And the teacher told the students that in the container was the mother of all diamonds. But they would have to wait until the last day of class to see it. Days went by. Weeks went by. It was getting near Christmas. It was getting near the end of the term. And the students could just not wait anymore. Every day, during breaks, they would look at the container. They would talk about it. They would wonder what was in there, what it could look like. Until one day, one boy couldn't take it any longer. Pretending it was an accident, he knocked the top off of the container and looked inside. And when he looked inside, he just laughed and shook his head. "I knew he'd been tricked," he said. "The only thing in here are black rocks." "But no," the teacher said, "these black rocks are pieces of coal. And given heat and time and a little bit of pressure, this black rock can become the most valuable thing on earth. These black rocks are kind of like you children. You're young, you're not quite sure what you're worth. But given heat and time and a little bit of pressure, you can become the most valuable thing on earth." And as she said this, the teacher passed her hands over the coal and turned it into the world's most beautiful diamonds. A chance encounter with the great Harry Blackstone Jr. some 25 years ago set the wheels in motion for our next act. A simple interest in the magic arts quickly grew into a lifelong obsession during those conversations. Prepare to have your mind twisted. Please welcome to the stage, Jerry Fraley, Twisted Mind Magic. Let's give it up one more time for Twisted Mind Magic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our final act of the evening. I would like to say thank you to the MTSU television production class that's here filming us tonight.
I loved it.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was our final act. So with that, I'm going to wrap. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, he opened up the show. Please give it up for Mr. Rio. Next in line, we sure had some fun. Put your hands together for the Magic Gibsons. First is short and crazy, second is a tall one. Here's Local Magic, they closed Act 1. Next act is so cool, you might even freeze. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Maurice. Okay, the next act made me feel a bit tragic, but please give it up for Mayhem Magic. We're getting near the end of my little flow, cause Twisted Mind Magic closed the show. Out in the lobby, before we got going, Jim Ford and John Harmon got the magic ball rolling. Tyler Corney, Tom Gibson, Eric Jamborski, Blaine Little, Gary for legal help behind the scenes. Jordan Bailey, David Williams ran lights and sound, helped you see us, helped you hear us down here on the ground. One more is on up there, out of sight. Mr. Alan Fisher directed us tonight. I introduced all the acts you did see. My name is Eldridge, your humble MC. And the audience, you gave the show life, but now we're done. Thank you, good night.